every now and then I have gone on the road with like a comic I don't know, and they're like hard to talk to. And that's so weird to me because most comics have opinions about everything. They might be terrible opinions. We will talk shit about anything. You could tell me something I've never heard about before, and I'll instantly have an opinion about it. Like, and I may be being a dick about it, but it's a conversation. And if I'm ever on the road with someone who like I can't talk to, I'm just like, how are you ever going to make it as a comic? Like, I don't understand. You're not a professional communicator, as you said, Woody.
Obama used to say that about his senators. He's like, by and large, everyone who is a senator up here has won a popularity contest. So, mostly, they're pretty nice guys to spend time with. He's like, but every once in a while, it's like, how did you get this job? How did you become senator? Because that happens too.
Yeah, I guarantee that's how it is in politics, the same way it is in sales, like Kyle would know, where you're like, man, you got a bunch of people who are really qualified and good at talking to people and getting them rolling on certain thought patterns. But then every once in a while, there's a blithering retard that finds his way into that
Rich
position.
Donville. I still remember that motherfucker's name.
Rich Donville, the fucking blithering retard of the car dealership.
Dude, he needed the money too. That was the worst part. If I sold 12 cars a month, I was swimming in cash. I had so much money as a 19-year-old. You know, it was just so much extra money because I had no bills. It was just free money. Mm-hmm. Rich had a family. He had a wife and like 2 kids, and he had like gotten fired from like a real job. Like, I don't know what he did before, but he had all of his old suits from his old job, and like he'd come in there with his hair all slicked back and the dark circles that got darker every day under his eyes, and his suits that got more and more wrinkled by the
don't
day.
Respect me, eyes.
Picture Gil. Was it Gil from The Simpsons?
Yes, it's Gil from The Simpsons. Oh, yes, Gil's gonna get him this time.
Oh, Gil, this is the day where you're going to bring it home. Shelley's been telling you, Cheryl, whoever's been telling you for so long that it's not going to work.
Oh, you're going to sell a car today, now, Gil. You're going to sell a car today, and Kyle's not going to steal your chair. Wrong on both counts, Rich. Wrong on both counts. You ain't selling shit, and I'm stealing your car because I'm 19 years old. I don't give a fuck.
My favorite people in the world are comedians, and my least favorite people in the world are comedians. I would still rather talk to those least favorite people in the world than like someone who can't fucking tell a story.
This motherfucker was about to sell a car one day. Well, maybe not. He was at the point of a car sale where you have a customer sitting at your desk. You are going back and forth to a manager with the numbers, right? They're like, I don't think I want to pay that, but I would pay this. And he's like, well, hell, I'll go see what the manager says. And he's like walking back over with the papers. So while he's doing that, I'm watching discreetly from my desk with my best buddy. And I'm like, watch this shit. And so I sort of walk over to his desk, and our desks aren't in like offices. They're in like a big common space. And and the customers are a bit distracted. They're looking at an SUV that's behind them. You know, we're in a showroom, so there's cars parked all around us. So they're kind of looking back at, I think maybe even the car they were thinking about buying. And when they do, I just casually walk by, grab his fucking office chair, the salesman, and leave with it. And I don't just put it behind the next desk. I fucking leave with it. It's gone. It's on the other end of the showroom behind a fucking Honda or some shit. And
You're
then it's gone. So now he comes back to his desk and he's like, well, I got some, where the fuck is my chair? And you can tell he's just so awkward because he doesn't have a chair now, but he wants to present these numbers. You can tell he's been thinking about what he's going to say when he gets back to this desk. He's got it. I'll say this.
Oh, this poor guy.
Boom, bada bing. And now this massive wrench has been thrown into the works. That is the fact that he doesn't have a fucking chair. He can't even sit with them. So he just awkwardly stands there, sort of leaning on the desk, and we're just watching, just melting down, laughing our asses off because he didn't belong there.
This is the guy with all the kids that you're fucking with?
Yeah. Those hungry kids.
Kyle, do you know how he eventually killed himself? Or
Yeah, it was pills.
My God.
It's sad.
Some carbon monoxide
he
poisoning
didn't
from
kill
some
himself.
car he couldn't
It's
sell.
still
No.
sad. It's like he didn't.
Well, we had to push him out, like it's like I don't know what to describe it as. It's like we're in the ocean and everybody's sort of kicking and treading water for survival, and we've only got 8 gallons of water because that's all Mom put in the boat. And you just look over there and you're like, that guy is really having a hard time treading water.
You should check under the stairs. There might be more water.
I think that maybe if he were to die today, we'd all have more water, and maybe the Coast Guard finds us. And that was the situation with Rich. There was only so much water.
So if I understand this right, you're 19. You have so much money, more than you know what to do with. You're so fabulously rich.
I'm just buying paintball stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't have time to use.
So what you should do is bully this poor guy with a wife and children who's having a hard time. He's at a real low point in his life, so that you can have more Coast Guard water or something.
That's exactly what we did. And he was moved from sales, quote unquote. He was actually told that he was not going to be selling cars anymore because he couldn't sell cars. He was never going to be able to sell cars. He was wasting his time there and just prolonging the slow death that is a bad car salesman's life. And so they moved him to like this internet department. So then he worked for us as like a secretary, which was much better. Now he would like butter customers up over the internet, and then he would come to someone like me and he's like, all right, Kyle, this guy's coming in to look at this truck. He can do this, this, and that. And then I'd sell him a fucking car because I can do that. And he couldn't do it. He was never going to make it. We were putting him out of his misery while entertaining ourselves because we were working fucking 80 hours a week.
Woody, I think what you missed in the story, the moral of the story is that Kyle's a hero.
Yeah, there's an act of kindness where he saved this guy from making more money.
I saved lots of people from making more money, and yeah, absolutely. No, he wasn't gonna sell him a car because he couldn't sell him a car. What he was doing was wasting water. He was wasting customers, and we all hated that. Like you're not gonna sell every customer a car, but there's a percentage of failure at which point you're just like, dude's just dribbling it all. Remember when Frodo? I hope Taylor's hearing this part. Remember when Frodo and Sam are climbing up the fucking mountain of doom at the end, and
don't spoil it.
And Frodo's out of fucking water, and Sam's like, "Here, have some of mine." And Frodo grabs Sam's water, and he like spills it all down his chin. He's wasted a huge amount of the few drops they have left. That was Rich. Rich needed to go, and so we got rid of him. And we did that to lots of people. If somebody came in and they were good at car sales, we couldn't fuck them up. If I took a good salesman's fucking chair, he'd have come in there like the Fonz and like slid on the desk or something, or he'd have told them all to come with him. Rich had a meltdown by the end of that day. Like he got pissed. He got all red faced, like, "Oh, where's my chair? People are taking my chair." Get out of here, Rich. Go back to the BEC.
I gotta say, Kyle, I wasn't on your side until the Lord of the Rings analogy, and now I get it.
Yeah, now you understand.
Didn't understand it then, but now I get it.
Circle of life. There's only so much water. There's 25 fucking people drinking out of it. They add a 26th person. And if that person can't fucking drink without dribbling it down their chin, we don't want them there.
Doesn't matter that Kyle had more water than he knew what to do with.
I earned every drop of it.